Hey fam, I just wanted to make another quick little video about manipulation. And again, I'm not showing my location at all. Not that it matters to some people, but to me it really matters because you know some these creatures, these people. My the controller who's been in my life as an eye doctor. Um, Flies around the world, staring at people's eyes, trying to figure out how the eyes work, etc. That's kind of like how these parasites work. They make a game out of um, learning about people's, the humans' features and humanity, and they make a whole game out of it. And they act, and he's not a trained doctor, by the way. Not saying that you have to be a trained doctor to do anything. I'm just saying in their own, even in their own standards, he's not the status quo. Anyway, so flies around looking at people's eyes. One of the things I've realized is that he's very he's a psychopath, and he's very into staring at people. And I guarantee you, at some point, and I've been under surveillance, and that's one thing I think that a lot of people need to understand is that these creatures are staring at you no matter where you go. They're staring at you, following you. This is a bit of a creepy type of scenario, knowing that you don't have much privacy. Uh, just from my previous videos explaining that I've had dreams, and so they come and follow you where you're at, and so they have this idea, and very parasitic, very insect-like ideology, where or reality for them, where you don't have any freedom um, of expression, of choice. You are a zombie slave, and thank goodness we don't kill you for not being, and you need to be resourceful for us. And I think that they have this mentality somehow of thinking that they're great, that they have the right to do this and do that, and if you're not um, a good resource for them, then they'll off your ass, or serving them, or whatever the case may be. The funny part is that they've been manipulated also, in different ways. I won't get into that, um, but their asses have been handed to them in more than one way, and now we're all it's all gonna be coming to the light, and they're their hidden secrets and all the things that they do, and they do a lot of things. These fallen ones, whoever they are, it's very complicated. It's very just involved, you know. But I'll let me just get to my point real quick. Um, Tragedies and attacks. The other day, so what happened basically is that um, I realized that there are some beings who maybe don't want your love, maybe don't want to be a part of anything that you're promoting because they're so happy stealing from everybody that they're lost in their own bullshit. They're lost. They're psychopathic. They lack the ability to find love or the motivation. I don't know what it could be, but they think they're so great with their ego that they lack the ability to have love. So they steal it from you. Um, so it has been somewhat revealed to me that, you know, maybe there's a time to move on. Um, Maybe there's a time that, there's peace and love, but if a being knowingly knows what peace and love is, or knows that you're trying to give them peace and love, and they're still steadily trying to manipulate you and steal from you and create a situation where they can keep that stuff from you, and that includes your sexuality, that includes your connection, that includes your vibrational energy, your astral body, all that type of stuff. I'm saying like they've created a whole scene and scenario, an operation, just steal it, no matter what you do. There's a point where you have to say no, and you have to protect yourself, and to keep them away from you. And I've experienced in the last day or so anger, some real anger. And this is the crazy part for me, because I never signed up to be anyone's slave. I never signed up to be a blood sacrifice. I never signed up to be a part of their Masonic order, to be a witch, to do any of that stuff. Not once. I never signed up. Yet they follow me everywhere. Everywhere I go. And it's just nonstop mind control. I'll let you know, like some of and I'm guessing it's also a part of a computer system. It's coupled with agents and these dark entities. And if you just watch a video of like Chris Angel or David Copperfield, and you'll see some of these negative entities, fallen angels, jinn, whatever they are, at work. They're messing about all over the place. And so, and I've experienced some vengeance, some anger, and a lot of times, like for example, there are no bees around here, no bees around here, but I got stung for the first time about a week ago, after I had a good meditation session, and something happened. Something stung me on my arm. I look up, and it was like a bee appeared out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, and they do this from time to time. I guess it's a part of the matrix system. I'll get mosquitoes that pop out of nowhere. They were like, I had one sleeping location 3 months ago that was completely fine, and then one day I come back, and there's at least like it looked like 50 to 100 different mosquitoes, all just gathered in one place. So either someone let out a bunch of mosquitoes, or they just were summoned somehow. I've had this experience before with witches, even in my own backyard. One of my ex-neighbors, one day, I guess they decided that this had to be done. Her mother decided that she needed to come and have a cigarette smoke, not in her yard, not outside, but directly in my backyard, looking through our window. And I was not able to go outside because and I was going to go and enjoy myself outside, but they blocked that ability by her standing out there right in our backyard. And I look at her, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry." And there's at least, it looked like a swarm of mosquitoes. I couldn't even believe it. So, today, or yesterday, one of the things that I experienced was, I was riding my bike, and they like to do things like this, set up scenarios so that you can kill yourself or hurt yourself very badly. So this bee, which was on the ground, pops up and hits me in my face. Might have been a bumblebee or a regular bee, I'm not sure. And it was not able to sting me. And so it circles back around while I'm like in the middle of trying to weave through a tree, a bench, and some power lines. And all while all this is going on, I'm trying to keep the bee away from stinging me. And so it tried again. It circled around to sting me again, and it missed. And you know, it was just a whole manipulated event. All right. What bee do you see sitting on the ground just waiting for you? And it popped up perfectly. And I've had other experiences like this with bugs that just pop up out of nowhere and bite you. I'm not sure if they're a part of the government surveillance program, if they're probably it's a whole contingency of things. Um, and then I experienced throughout the day just really, really angry, negative behavior from these entities. They will shoot these electromagnetic waves at you. They'll do mind control. Um, a lot of things that they like to do is this whole confidence thing. They like to try to take away your confidence, which are they like to try to replace it and steal it from you. Um, One of the things that they like to do is try to make me put my head down and not look at people directly. They don't like it for some reason. They don't like you having confidence. They don't like you being strong in yourself, um, which is amazing. I mean, one of the things that's been amazing is the greatest one has been, since I've actually been a vegetarian, has reduced their ability to use mind control on me significantly. So I have not been experiencing such strong mind control as of late. Um, Now it's turned into a whisper instead of an actual talk. So it there's something going on also. And um, just to let you know, I have been implanted with a parasitic entity. I can feel it. I know it. It talks. It has engaged your brain, your stem, your brain stem, um, and its ability to manipulate. And this is the crazy part about this whole thing is that it's not like they just kind of mess with you. No, they try to take over your body in every way that you can imagine. They literally think of you as just a vessel and fuck your soul and whatever. They'll steal your soul. You were for them. I don't know how they got this bad. I'm guessing thousands of years of being full of yourself in technology or whatever. Um, and the funny part is that they've been used the entire time. Like they fell into their own ego. They fell into the deepest, darkest pits of their own ego, and now they're very upset because all that's going to be coming to light, and the truth is going to be coming to light, and now they're going to have to come to terms that they weren't better than anyone. In fact, they were much worse. Um, anyway, so later on in the day, I experienced a horrendous car accident right in front of me. They don't like it when I drink wine. So I'll go and grab a bottle of wine, and I was successful in it. They were trying to stop me from eating. They do a lot of stuff, a lot of mind control, like don't go eat there, don't um, and following you, having agents posted right out of the places that you're at. So it's more than just mind control. It's literally they are interacting in your life without your permission. Anyway, so um, later in the day, as I'm coming home, I'm guessing that something happened that was not what they wanted, and I experienced this huge car accident. Um, and they try to strike fear in your heart and in your mind and your soul, and they will use and abuse people to do it. So, just keep your head up and ignore their bitch asses. They can't do nothing now, man. Just cry about whatever situation they're in, and they're gonna cry hard. Amen.